I'm interested to see if Luna's can get that good start off and see how effective Team Secret can be, because it seems like Secret are going to be the ones saying, hey, we'll wait to fight, right? Like around 15 to 20 minutes, then you're okay to go.
Give Forev the fastest blink dagger you can. Do some Sunstrike setups with Shadow Demon Disruption, and hopefully for Bounty Hunter he can get some track kills. But if Vega gets a little off to a good start and the blink on Tiny is delayed, it could be really bad for Secret here.
I'm wondering actually how you get that farm into Forev. Like
safe lane, man.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know if you really want to safe lane him when you got an Ember Spirit that needs a lot of farm too. He goes boots first.
Okay, I think he's gonna side pull a toss, like what I was talking about before with Pilot Eye. Just the large camp can go a little bit to the left, toss him the creep wave, and then that'll pull the wave over. At the very least, he'll get a large camp every time with just 120 mana, and guarantee the wave pushes as well. So. As long as Vega will do a lot of pulling, this should offset it a bit, but it will guarantee him some levels. And he can also do things like toss the Bounty Hunter on a hero to close the gap, for example. Any levels that he can get, any kills that he can get, it's really good for them.
Very smart here by MP. Sitting in the tree line, he's trying to break the smoke of Vega and make sure that Vega aren't trying anything a little bit ballsy with a 5-minute aggressive push, which is what they're doing right now.
Yeah. It's one of the best places to scout for that, especially with an SD behind him. Just if you see anything, you just back into the trees, and most people can't land their ability once you get fogged there. So looks like they are aggro tri-laning. Oh, I like this Luna build. That's efficient right there. 6 stats, baby.
All the branches?
Yeah, dude.
All the branches for Luna?
4 branches, 1 circlet. That's how you win games.
Oh, FN. He can have that build. See if it's going to be useful. For now, Puppey, he's put down 2 observer wards. One's watching the mid, one's watching the movement up to the top lane. And they're flagging the fact that Mag is going solo. So already Team Secret have got the information, knowing that Vega are running an aggro tri-lane.
Yeah, that's the important thing that he was looking for. It cost him a lot of mana to do that. He's already out of mana, popping his clarity. So they know what's up, and this will be arguably better for Forev because he will get guaranteed farm. But then is it going to be good for MP? And I think that's all right, considering how big the blink dagger could be. As long as they pressure the Slardar well, I think this is all right for Secret.
Well, do they even have a chance to kill off the Ember Spirit on the bottom lane? Like, you might be able to push him a little bit out of lane, but if you have SD Disruption to save, and you've always got the Flame Guard,
well,
the damage output onto MP is not going to be massive.
It will, because they have right clicks, and that's the big thing. 2 ranged heroes with Luna Aura, and Ember Spirit only has 1 armor. Very, very low armor hero.
Max really trying to win that top lane. We saw the double crush up there before. He's hitting both Forev as well as Puppey. But he's only got a Mango left. There's not a lot of mana for him to work with. But we're going to keep our eyes as well on this bottom lane.
Oh, Forev could die.
He's low, Mag. He's got the crush, but it's out of range.
Okay.
Mag will take the damage from the tower and be forced back.
That was actually pretty costly. Forev is behind, but losing that last bit of mana could make a big difference. Pi trying to zone as best he can. This is exactly what he wants. Just 1v1 engagements against weak little coddles.
Puppey ended up denying himself to a neutral creep as well. All that mana which he burnt at the start. Obviously doesn't care too much about it when he's just going to die and get it back again.
Yep.
Fires up wards, goes back to lane.
And this time he's going to be able to pressure mid. There is a sentry to defend Iceberg though, and I'm sure he's been happy that he does have a 1v1, but it's getting slightly more last hits than Invoker is.
That's a really shallow sentry too, like nowhere near the lane.
Yeah, it's just a defensive.
Oh, Forev, so low. The Avalanche is going to connect. Forev.
First hand, get blood.
Was hardly a challenge worthy of the name.
Invisibility.
The reason Forev lost his lane is because he had to buy boots first, expecting a tri-lane. Instead, they go aggro, and now they get to pressure the Ember Spirit, deny his farm, and they're getting kills with just all their right clicks.
Mid lane, Mag comes out of the Invis rune. He's looking for the kill over on the Invoker, and they are probably going to get the front flank down.
Cross.
What, by mid? That could have been a Sunstrike on a Disruptor to get him experience. Instead, the gank from from Mag came at the perfect time. And why would he not just stay top? I mean, how do you expect that?
He don't.
You think he would just stay top? He got a kill. I guess he was low on
Wait,
HP,
hang on.
but
They should have seen that though. The observer was watching the top room.
it's possible that he TP'd in or something. Maybe mid one was being too aggressive. Maybe he smoked as well. There's a lot of things that could have led to it. But that kind of rotation absolutely changes the game. Mid one doesn't expect it. He ends up dying when everybody else is bot lane. Super unpredictable gank.
Now they have a crack over at MP. As well, quick slide of fist, needs to get back into relative safety.
Flame dies out.
What is this? I came here for a battle.
Might be zone supports rather than pull. And that means level 1, no save there.
Okay, so Forever still managed to get a lot of CS. So the Tiny is still looking, I'm not going to say great, like he's still got boots as well as just a stout shield with one death, so loses a little bit of that money. But we're finding experience onto the Tiny, which means the rotation, the things that can pop off the Disruptor and the Keeper of the Light quickly is still online for Team Secret, or coming online.
It is, but we'll see how it works. We haven't seen a whole lot of Tiny lately, just because of raindrops, most likely. If the supports just carry raindrops, every single time he tosses them, it's 120 damage less. That can make the difference, especially these first couple levels. And because they're doing so well in their lane, that means faster boots, faster raindrops, more stats.
Courier's got an empty bottle on it. It means he'll have more than enough time to get the third hit in, which is what he requires to get the kill. So the bottle is now lost for the mid.
It's a pretty nice gain, but MP could die again here. No, he's going to be just fine.
Still just a level 1 glimpse as well.
Yep, no huge threat there. I was way off. The big lane is really still Mag versus Frev. Frev's armor's so low that every crush that Slardar uses, he does a huge amount of physical damage, although he gets him low here.
Ferev tries to have a crack himself. The other big lane, which is working well for Secret. Well, okay, bottom lane, MP. Once again, he gets put in a wall. TP support's on the way. MP, very low. Pyrolyte just can't help in time. But that mid lane is 28-14 up against 18-6. Mid one's actually, even with his death, he's still on top of Iceberg.
Makes sense. I mean, Storm wants to get in melee range to use Remnant, so every time he would, it allows mid one to right click him like 4 times. And especially with the Forge Spirit on top of that, there's no way it's going to be a good trade for Iceberg, so...
But Mag's rotation's coming in. Quick sprint down, mid one. Okay. He was expecting Mag to keep going for him, so he burns a decent amount of mana just for the Sunstrike.
It would have been a really sick play, though, especially with Bounty rotating in. Sunstrike would have turned that. It's a good move.
We're going to start with Disruption on bottom lane. MP gets steering chains off. FN burning down quickly. The poison's already on him. Pyline dies, still the man on the front lines. They glimpse the Ember back to give space to FN, but Seema's now completely bone dry. Unless he's lucky enough to get a regeneration rune.
So at least they almost got a kill for once, but MP's still having a terrible lane.
What is Puppy up to? Oh, Seema's denying himself. Puppy, wait, did he see? Did he see? He's gonna go in!
The storm I've sown.
Illusion.
Still low.
Ah,
It's a good attempt.
but he threw it before.
Yeah, of course.
I guess
It wasn't going to make it. That was clear. Probably you wasted our observer's time. Come on. He could have been looking at something like a hero teleporting into a lane.
The phrase, it could have been amazing.
That was close. Rev's got arcane boots, a lot of mana potential, but this could be his death. Oh, he went aggressive there.
With the amplification, there's too much damage. The support arrived just at the right time. The first big rotation from Vega on their supports.
Yeah, Tiny feeling the outplay there. He's like, I think I can kill Mag this time, but the supports got there. And a little bit of aggressive play was the wrong thing to do.
So this time it's Vega who are the ones having the
good laning start.
Yes. I was trying to think of like the better way of putting a word to better roaming in the early game.
Effective rotations.
There
The
you
superior
go.
rotations. There we go. That's
Yes,
exactly it.
they're the ones with the superior rotations this game.
They really are. Their laning stage went amazing, and their supports are moving around. I mean, if you get solo kill in your lane, 1v1, and then Mag goes mid and gives your mid hero kill, it's just the advantage, man. It's so much. And he just appears in random places. In some ways, Mag is getting huge value out of having Slardar over here like Batrider. Batrider is very stable and forced.
The loop around from behind. FNG won't see this coming. Oh, Willie, it's nighttime. Okay, the pings are finally coming out, but FNG backed out.
If they had an observer ward, for example, that's a kill.
You know, Puppy's waiting forever. I don't know if he actually got the timing right to know that the courier is going to be coming back out
Oh,
again.
he could toss Mag back, throws him back.
Yeah, bottom lane, Mag into trouble, but then again, MP amplify.
might have killed MP. It was very close, actually.
Puppy's moving over. He's trying to line up a target for a Sunstrike with the Invoker. So the Sunstrike's going to connect into the Cold Snap. The jump away Iceberg having his level 6 means an easy escape when these things do happen, but it pushes him away from the 8-minute rune.
So going well for mid one. He's almost got his Midas on top of this. 55 last hits, the last hit leader in the game. And in terms of net worth, he's way ahead also. Oh, Fred with an invis. This is almost guaranteed a kill. But who will it be on? They got a squishy Keeper the Light level 4 mid.
He's going to sit exactly
He
where...
could get Iceberg in the jungle. That's where he's headed to. He knows Storm's not mid, but he's going to go back and heal at the same time. Very unlucky. Unless he saw Forev coming mid, in which case, that's why he's going to heal fast.
Well, the only observer what they've got that could even see something like that is the one on the bottom lane inside the jungle.
Yeah, but, you know, going to a rune, could be an invis, could be a haste. Play it safe, go heal.
Instead, they're going to move up to the top lane with the Tiny. Puppy's already here. Sunstrike should be back up by now, and, well, it may be enough anyway. It's a 3-3 combo, and they go...
Bury me beneath the endless grasses.
Just business. Nothing personal. Here I am.
Would have definitely died, but a little greedy to get the support instead. Could have had a huge gain for Secret. Could they go on bottom at least?
Yeah, that
This could be
Sunstrike's
good.
coming in again. Hits pretty heavily on Maggie, so wants to run forward, only a half life. Gets a crush on Pylon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Your place.
From Sioma. And yeah,
And there's still the Spirit to get out.
it's such a good counter. You just wait for the glimpse, you throw the Remnant. As long as you're not getting ultied, you can get out.
Is that Sunstrike up? Iceberg's farming right underneath the Radiant Observer Ward. And you've got the movement over. Yeah, Tiny's making his play. Iceberg will jump up. The Avalanche will miss. Iceberg, however, didn't get up the hillside, which will allow for this is Iceberg.
Dire's middle
That's
tower
quick.
Give himself the space to get away.
I really like the item build that Frev went for here. Like, Tiny is naturally really fast because of Grow movement speed, and then he buys a Windlace on top of that. So he's actually running... It doesn't even need a Blink Dagger. He's just making it work with Raindrop, Arcane Boots, and a Wand.
I still find it counterintuitive that Tiny gets faster the bigger he gets.
Well, it's because your limbs get longer. Therefore, you can take longer steps.
The longer
Everybody
stride,
knows that.
but
Yeah.
then you increase your weight.
Yeah, but also your rock. What about your rock muscles? Your rock
aero-
muscles get bigger.
Aerodynamics, I suppose the thing was able to move pretty quick.
Aerodynamics only matters if you go really fast. It's exponential.
They're going for FN. FN turning for that one little CS. Allowing time.
That's the power Soul Catcher right there. That hit really hard. I mean, obviously they had 3 heroes nuking, but Soul Catcher, man, SD is still a good hero.
Level 1 doesn't matter. Still good.
It's great. 20% of any damage increase, and it stays through BKB usage if you cast it early.
Seems like one of the major problems for Vega. I'm looking at that net worth, and you see who's on top. 5,600 on the Invoker himself.
They're getting super far behind, actually.
Yeah.
They've been worried about the bounty ganks. Their movement has been...
They're waiting for the Spirit. Iceberg, he needed to bait the Spirit jump down, but with the Spirit's all the way back past the tier 1 tower.
Very smart by MP there. Against a Disruptor Glimpse, you do not mess around against that skill.
Disruption again. As in comes Poppy, a little bit extra stun for Rev's got the toss, the Sunstrike, it hits the mark. So mid one will fight the kill.
Okay, well, Iceberg's going to be happy with that one. He is farming quite slow, though. It's 12 minutes and he's only got 51 CS. Really had a lot of trouble in the mid lane, but that's the issues with Storm. Some heroes, he just doesn't match up very well against him.
And you think he can just get the kills on the rotations, like that'll work for him, but that hasn't. He's got two,
Yeah.
like it's still 2 for 0 on Iceberg. It's not bad for him, but
There hasn't really been rotation opportunities. The only person that's been rotating all game is Slardar. And Disruptor's moved a little bit, but he just now got a 6. The gank didn't work bottom. That delayed 6 definitely impacts things, but that's because they aggro tri-lane. That's why it happened.
Ether Lens for Tiny as his first item.
Really? I
Instead
wonder...
of like maneuverability, like Shadow Blade, Blink Dagger.
It amps your spell damage. That's pretty minor, but I wonder if it gives you greater toss acquisition range as well. You can also toss farther. He's gonna maybe toss in for a cold snap is the goal.
Oh, maybe it even also increases Avalanche as Iceberg gets hit from a mile away.
That was pretty value. Avalanche looks like a regular cast range now. It's about 600. With that cast range, that's your initiation. It delays getting there. It's a 1 second stun, and if you get the toss after it, it's a massive amount of damage, especially with more and more grow levels. This is a pretty cool build. This is innovative stuff right here.
Puppy's getting a little bit of vision. Okay, now he's also scouted out. Mana leak, dusted up.
He'll make it. He's got this. A very dead hero.
It had to bite him in the some point. Like Puppy has been moving behind the lines. If you had a heat map for Puppy, I'm fairly certain like 60 to 70% of it is going to be on Vega's side of the river.
That's the place to be. Gotta know where Vega is. That way you can outmaneuver them.
Well,
and
MP
get ganked
glimpse back this time with a wall.
What is with that shit English accent, man? It's so bad.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
While the glimpse sends you back. So it's like the window is very small. If you're trying to initiate the cast.
Let's watch it again. We're almost going to slow this one down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's gonna happen. Yeah. That's the only way it works. If you try to cast it as you go back, then you're silenced.
So technically the never there.
He was there, but the teleport, it's kind of like fountain hooking, basically. He basically fountain hooked himself out of the glimpse. If that makes sense. I guess you'd have to be like, it's a bad analogy if you haven't been watching Dota for like 4 years like we have, but you know, sometimes the spells will complete no matter what, and in that case, it's bullshit. It's one of those things like, okay, that's how there's a lot of inconsistencies with things like X marks the spot, glimpse.
Storm long jump in, going up to Pylai Die, trying to fend himself back behind the tower. Most of Secret are not here because they're all looping around themselves. They're coming in through the own jungle. Puppy can slip through the small little crevice, but MP and Pharrell looking for their initial target. Mac.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Puppy, puppy, puppy.
Very tight damage right now. If anybody gets out of position like that, it's over.
Meanwhile, Mid One is having the time of his life. He could have come back straight away. He's got BTs already on him, and it looks like...
That's a Yule's build.
Is it a Yule's build, or has he got such a great start he could even go straight in for like a side?
No. It's definitely going to be Yule's. Gives him lots of movement speed, and also gives him one-shot combo against heroes like Storm, who are normally very hard to kill. And it'll save him if he gets amp damage, he can Yule's himself. There's a lot of really good things about it. Definitely can one-shot these supports endlessly, so that's what he's aiming for. And mana regen, more cast, more push. Very beneficial, and also protects him against the potential Storm Market, depending on when he gets it. So
I'm seeing a lot of
always,
perks. A lot of perks.
It's real good this game, definitely, if he's cool with Sunstrike combos. So, looking pretty good for Secret. Again, they did lose 2 supports there. Shadow Demon dying under the tower, but that's tactical. That's not a safe place for his cores to be. The supports go there, get free experience, free farm, and if they do get ganked, oops, you lost your least farm.
Oh, forever. That's a long, long glimpse. This time the Storm will have its effect, but where's your follow-up?
Went an extra 400 right at the end. Frev should have lived, but goes down. I don't know what he'll buy
MP,
next, though.
Spirit jump in, Spirit jump out, but it took too long, so Mag was able to blink away, took no damage, while Ember was doing his little pirouette around him.
Well, they get control of the Radiant jungle again, at least, but don't know if that'll be enough. Like, mid one's farm is just getting out of control completely, and this is the best thing you can do with Exort Invoker, and one of the reasons why it's so strong. Push lanes with Forge Spirits, farm the enemy jungle. If you get into some trouble, you cast your spells and get away. He could try for Iceberg kill here.
I'm kind of liking the Gem of True Sight, the jump away. He's got enough distance here. The Courier almost doesn't. Puppy's on his way over, but I don't think he'll reach it in time.
That was super close. If mid one had a spell ready...
He's going to find Iceberg. Iceberg has no mana. The Sunstrike's right on the mark with a Shuriken pop.
That was nicely done. But hard for Storm. Like, he should be farming right now. Instead, he's dead. He's actually doing great KDA, 4-1-1, especially considering the laning stage. But the Bloodstone is not done yet. This is not a 12-minute Bloodstone. Forever would have had a Bloodstone. Forever does get Bloodstones at 12 minutes.
I'm sensing bias from you, Perch.
No, that's more sarcasm. I mean, Iceberg's honestly playing amazing considering the start. This kind of KDA, super respected, but it's just harder to farm because he knows that he does have to worry about heroes like Bounty Hunter doing that kind of pressure.
So how is he meant to get effective? You've got a Storm Spirit running around, just trying to put up a Bloodstone for now. But he can't control the Invoker. He can't disable the Invoker. Like, the only one who can really do that is the Disruptor at the moment.
Well, you don't have to fully disable him. You just have to do things like chain stuns. So it all comes down to map movement, not getting ganked. I mean, in the late game, Vega's definitely stronger.
Here they go. That Observer Ward from the Dire side let them know exactly where MP was moving. Blink, crush, the Storm is down.
Is over.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Guaranteed stun, guaranteed static storm, kill the enemy hero. And that's what they were waiting on, Blink Dagger on Slaughter. Meg's having a fantastic game though. I really feel like he's doing the most on his team. He's won his lane, he's helped to win mid lane, he's guaranteed farm for his carries. Like, everybody, the KDAs on Vega as a whole are actually fantastic, but Secret is just completely out farming and out pushing Vega. And it's forcing them, when they want to gank, it's forcing them to defend. They're just split pushing basically. And they have vision advantage because of Bounty. That's why nobody wants to play against the Bounty Hunter on Secret. They could get Puppy here.
Bottom lane, yep, good jump in by Iceberg. Seamer's right there, he'll put the ball. Pudding pop.
Raindrop value. They will get Sioma at least.
Yeah.
I think that's all right. I mean,
They may lose another one though. Like, Mag is on the run. He's got his sprint up.
that's hard to catch. He's got the Yules.
But mid one's got so much movement speed as
Whoa.
well. He catches up and yields into the end.
Told you a storm was coming.
I guarantee that Slaughter misclicked there. He's probably trying to click up in the fountain, but clicked on the cliff here. Almost for sure, because he turned and backed and they got within range of the Yules, and that's when things ended for him. He should have been fine with Sprint and Blink Dagger. Really unfortunate.
They're prepping on bottom lane. Jump forward. Keeper of the light. What have you really got to give here? Not much.
Make him leave. Nice job. But it also does give Storm Spirit the lane. I don't even know if he's going to go... I think he still has to go Orchid. I didn't want to say it, but I think he still has to Orchid, but there's so many good solutions on Secret. Oh,
Seema.
back.
Yep, actually able to grab MP. No Spirit available, so Iceberg.
Okay.
Another big kill coming the way of Vega, finding more of these secret cores just slightly out of positioning.
That was
punish him.
That was sick plays from Sioma actually. Like, and that's why it works. If you keep pressuring
Mag.
an Ember, he's gonna run out of spirits.
Solo kill, he wants something. He's looking up towards the top lane, but he had no vision. Like, if he had vision of Pylai Die, then he would have just gone on him.
And now they're de-awarding with this early gem, that FNG purchase. Who needs Ags? Just a little gem work and that does everything.
And once FNG's got the Ags too, like having a little bit more true sight, having a little bit more heal in the defense too. Sunstrike right in the money. Avalanche tossed. Smack gets exploded.
Get them the Slaughter kill, but I don't think that's worth it at all. It's giving a Bloodstone charge to the Storm Spirit. That's more mana. Like we talked about in the draft, Secret does not have a lot of disables. They're limited there. So Storm Spirit just keeps buying HP and more mana regen. Secret is not going to have a single target, tons of damage over time carry. It's Ember. He's more of an AoE cleaving sort of carry.
It kind of turns this into like a split push kind of thing, plus with a little pick off here and there from the Tiny.
Yeah.
But because they've given all these kills over to Iceberg, like, it looks like they're
in.
going to revenge kill now. The jump in, there's the Yule Scepter up. Can he get away from this? Where is the maneuver?
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, that was a really solid gank. Just Tornado, the Meteor with Cold Snap and all those right clicks guaranteed he's perma-stunned. But normally he would be able to survive there. Definitely could have suicided, but he thought he could make it. I don't think he'll make that mistake again. But if he would have suicided there, that would have been massive for Vega, actually. because he wouldn't fall for that again.
BKB's up for the Luna. They get the dust reveal over on Puppy. Use the storm, get him in, and now FN's got a choice.
My spirit sinks. Into the black seas of infinity.
As soon as Tiny shows up, he's going to kill your squishy heroes. And that is exactly what we saw. The Cold Snap, the amount of counter, it just killed Storm 2 times in a 2-minute period. That's the only disable they had, and it worked. It's just incredible that Mid One made that work. The game sense to know that, to exploit those little timings.
And here we are again.
You learned something new about Dota. Like, the fact that they even killed him was amazing. I think they must have, they got a Thunderstrike.
Thunderstrike on him. That was the only thing, because he was gone. Like, he was totally gone on 50 HP, and then the last strike is what got the kill.
The Luna kill was the big one, really, by Frev.
It seems also a little bit too premature from Vega. Like, you see the courier moving back right now on the mini-map. It had his BKB.
Oh, man, that would have been so nice to have there.
Yep.
He died at 60% HP.
But they started the fight just a little bit too early. But then again, Secret also did force it. The opportunity was Puppy being too close, dusted up, but they try and kill him.
Yeah, and the original problem, there's still a tier 1 tower up there. And if that wasn't there, there's a high chance that Secret wouldn't have reacted as fast. And that just would have been a huge teamfight win for Vega. That's another remnant of the laning stage going bad.
Yeah. The fact that Vega have only claimed 1 tower, the bottom tier 1 tower in 24 minutes.
Yeah. There's not much HP on it, 129. They could even deny it, but
it's so big for Vega
there.
too. Like Vega have a great lineup where they can just go in for Roshan. Like, you've still got amplification, and you've got great cover around Roshan.
But they just haven't had the opportunity.
Yep.
So
all the space.
Definitely not. So until they get to that position, then it's still going to be a bit iffy. That last team fight loss is huge. The 2 deaths on Storm Spirit. He was up to like 16 Bloodstone charges, now back to 7. Like, he should have had his Orchid by now, considering how well that little time period went. But those 2 deaths, due to just 1 skill, it kind of changed all of the momentum that Vega had going for them.
They're going to try and fight to get it back, and they've already fought pretty hard to try and reverse the net worth advantage. You see that 25 minutes in, and Vega...
They're basically competing 2 cores with the 3 of Secret.
Yep.
And those 3 cores have track gold. And it needed to be Storm Spirit snowballing real hard right now. Because Invoker is just going to get scarier and scarier if Mid One can be the Invoker player. And I think that he definitely can.
That's one of his big signature heroes. And with a Tiny supporting him with a fresh Echo Saber, the damage output is starting to pile up for Team Secret.
Yeah, it's free double damage, basically, every 5 seconds.
And then you make more Tinies to do more work. So at least Luna will finally bring down that tier 1 tower on the top, but they're losing their tier 2s in mid and bottom. So the last remaining outer towers for Vega, they're dying very quickly. But because now that tower is gone, you do have the Storm Spirit with his Orchid.
If they can get the tier 2 top, I think I'm alright with this.
They're going to pull him out right now.
It's just not safe, yeah. They just can't stick around, so that's a tier 1 for 2 tier 2s. Not the best trade.
The Poison actually got the reveal for a moment.
Oh, kill mid, and he gets him. Frev jumping in, killing the Keeper of the Light. Oh, they can get the gem back if they kill him here. This is huge.
Yeah, the crush, the amplification's up. He already let the Orchid go.
I needed to get that killing out right away. But all of these aggressive wards that Secret just prepped, if Vega can just get their heroes alive, de-ward those wards, the game goes back to neutral.
Searing chains FN. They're trying to bait a BKB charge out of him, but the Storm Spirit looking for a little bit.
Was well done.
You blew it!
Is real.
It's just a bounty hunter. I really feel like they could have gotten that kill. All it would have taken was ball lightning the Shuriken and a mana leak on Puppy and he dies. I think they should have gone for that personally, but Either way, amazing fight for Vega. The fact that they got a kill out of the Luna BKB changed everything. If MP didn't die there, Vega absolutely loses that fight. They're barely able to eke that out, and then a couple more mistakes lead to Vega getting tons of experience gain, and again, more items towards Storm becoming out of control.
Yeah, having him getting that huge injection of money. So right now he's got the Orchid as well as the Bloodstone, can start building up his charges again, but the Aghanims have to also arrive for the Keeper of the Light. So now you can have like a lot of recall, you got Blinding Light to now deal with as well, not to mention the fact that, he'll be bringing the heal and the vision during the fights.
So, goodbye wards, basically. All of the wards that Secret just placed down are now gone. With that said, they didn't buy the gem in the first place. They could get their own, but
yeah,
it still will cost them. First Battle Fury almost up for MP. He is very far behind.
28-minute Battle Fury.
You know, he's having some inconsistent games. I hate to say it, but I'm thinking of the Leshrac game that we saw yesterday, and now this game here, he died a lot of times in lane. He is getting picked off, and if he just had 3 less deaths, I feel like Secret would just be ending the game right now.
Instead, they have to rely on mid 1 to be still the big man on the front lines. Having that Lincoln Sphere to protect him is going to make things a lot easier for him.
Yeah, absolutely will.
And make things a lot harder for the Storm Spirit unless he can get that next item, like something that can trigger the Lincolns.
He's gone for a BKB instead. Because, you know, Cold Snap. It's pretty scary stuff.
Not to mention all the magical pop which is coming out from the Tiny until he picks up an Ags.
Yeah, actually, I think it's a fine build here for Storm. They just need to keep winning team fights, and not dying is with BKB is the way to do that.
Team Secret are grouping up. Looks like a smoke maneuver as the Courier's bringing it in right now. They're letting mid 1 farm the last bit before they do this.
Must be nice knowing that you can smoke anywhere on your side of the map because your opponents haven't crossed the river in like 20 minutes.
Did they actually slip in for the pit?
That's what it's looking like. They still have that ward on the cliff as well. That kind of helps a lot. 50 seconds. I'm sure they'd rather take a fight. I think they were expecting Vega to be in there.
It's such a problem though. Like, at least you're fighting around nighttime. That's an upside for him. Kind of like the downside too of Vega.
They will
like
illuminate. They're gonna know.
You pop Eclipse and you lose the vision.
There's the ward. Will they illuminate Blast the Roach? They don't know.
They're not doing it.
With the Aegis on Tiny, it gave them a lot of fight advantage. Storm went down, he didn't finish BKB, except for now. So, good fight for Luna, good fight for some of the supports as well on Vega's side, but I think that was about even.
It kind of feels that way. It's kind of crazy to see also FN. Like, you'd expect the Luna to have more of an advantage. You go, oh, he's only got 1 kill, but he's got 17 assists. So out of the 25 kills that Vega have got, FN's been involved in 17. Blaves help you with that, but he's actually having a proper influence in all the fights.
Yeah, and he's transitioning to his next
ball.
item.
Puppy starts with the Shuriken toss. They purge up Matt.
Vigilance. Under the weapon.
We're getting 2 free kills? Yeah, they'll take that one. I think they only got 1 track out of that, unfortunately, but... And MP still doesn't have his Battle Fury. It's 32 minutes in. Come on, MP. You gotta stop dying.
He's been 1 item away for like the last 4 or 5 minutes.
But the problem is that finishing Battle Fury is not going to be the difference in him not dying. It's just going to allow him to farm faster. Like, he just hasn't gotten to his farm item yet. I know he's against very difficult heroes. Some of those ganks are hard to solve.
Oh, Pylai die. Picked off by Iceberg. Very quick and easy kill. When you got the Orc and the SDs alone like that.
And more importantly, he pulled...
Are they getting out? I don't think they're getting out of this one. In comes MP. Looks for the Searing Chains. Doesn't get a pop for it.
Snuffed out.
Gonna look for Iceberg.
It's not like a game of hot potato with that gem.
It's almost impossible for him to get this. Oh, I guess he could heals. No Lincolns just yet for Storm Spirit. 800 gold passes BKB now. Luna's next item is the big one. What does he get? He still always has to worry about SD disrupting him.
Battle Fury! Battle Fury!
He's got it. Nice.
Yes. Took 33 minutes. And they're still not coming out the courier. I don't know if you're trying to keep it a secret. The courier's just idle in base at the moment, not bringing out his item.
That's fine.
Or he's coming back home.
Yeah, he's so mobile, it doesn't
Yeah,
even
there it
matter
is.
that much. Why even waste the courier for your team? Oh, he's got Blink Dagger as well. It's
Yulsep to bottom lane,
Forgot.
finding with a Sunstrike, Deafening Blast, Mag. Owned.
Yeah, sprint is not going to be what you need in that case. BKB is really what he needs to buy. He's got an Ogre Club now. Went for Midas, of course. It's a good thing, good way to transition Slaughter if you focus your time on ganking. At least you're getting some really good passive gold game. But definitely gankable there.
Goodbye, Iceberg. MP aren't get
Ooh.
there in time. The TP
Still
ball
alive.
lightning away.
So controlling Roche area is great. It is going to be Butterfly and Luna. Pretty good with against the SD illusions. If he gets disrupted, at least his own illusions will be missing himself. It'll be hard for him to kill his illusions too, but important thing is him not dying unless he dies here.
He's still got BKB up, remember. If you're gonna use...
No.
Storm like 6-8 seconds to actually kill the Shadow Demon, and that's how you win your team fights. Because then Luna is just running away from 3 arrows constantly. Instead of taking a 2v3 fight, she just has to go.
Man, you got to give a lot of props to Pylai. His SD play yesterday as well was absolutely amazing. Made so much space for his team, and right then, great example of it. And Vega, they don't want to burn that biomass they made,
Dyer's middle barracks has
or else they would.
I don't...
Secret are not forcing the issue. They want to fall back.
You can spawn Invoker, but he's got Lincoln still, so he'd have to get a melee range, or at least cast range of Thunderstrike. No more kills, and they continue building more items. Pipe and Greaves now on Bounty Hunter picked up. Like every kill now becomes harder and harder. Once you get like Forces and Glimmers, it's even more difficult for Storm to get kills. And the BKB, like that was the worst thing about it. He did kill the SD, but he had a BKB, his 10-second BKB, to kill a Shadow Demon. Because the fight got a little janky.
Oh, Iceberg. He's so close to him. They both have no idea. None of them have vision around here. The Remnant only gave a little bit of vision for a short time over the camp. And now BKB will also arrive on the Tiny.
It's a good pickup. Protects him against Storm Orchid, basically.
The upside for Vega, however, is the fact that Luna, if she can complete the Butterfly, like her damage output is still going to be really nice during the fights, if she can survive.
Sort of, yeah. I feel like Greaves should be able to offset a lot of that, though. Especially if they get a Vlad's afterwards or some other armor item. I've just not seen... I feel like Luna's so limited by mobility problems.
Blink, Avalanche. This time FNG is able to dodge it. Turns the Mana Leak onto Forev. The Courier sniped down. But all of Seeker have already backed out.
Probably Talisman Evasion for the Luna.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, that would have actually been it too.
And
Like with her...
that makes it obvious you know who it is.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
Just flaming
Teleport to the...
hypothetical.
Teleport to the fridge for a beer. Yeah, okay.
The people do that all the time, I guarantee it.
Storm Spirit. The long jump in. Here comes the Tornado with the EMP. Gonna put on...
He died right there. They guaranteed lose a Rex. He had to actually press that. You never know what's going to happen. Could be a follow-up stun, could be a deafening blast or a tornado or something.
And now his Iceberg quick jump, very quick jump, dodges the Avalanche.
That's what he had to fear. The 1 second avalanche stun and the toss-up stun duration. That's super dangerous.
You know, it took him forever to get a Battle Fury, but now there's already a full Manta style over on the Ember.
Yeah, that's all it took. I mean, in MP's defense, he did take the full brunt of pressure from 3 heroes just passing by. He took the full brunt of gank pressure, lane pressure from all of Vega's heroes all game, and with that, it allowed his team to create space.
Are they actually? I don't know if that was a TP scroll that was used
It was a
before
recall.
by iPro.
Pretty good, actually.
Here they go.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Yeah, Luna was pushing out the top lane. Here, no BKB going up. It's gonna be for.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
These impulse well.
But Iceberg is really peaking off. He had to go back for the Black King bar. This Bloodthorn could make the difference because it really will amp his physical damage, but Vega's absolutely lacking damage right now.
There's your jump. FN, Sunstrike, the pop.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Team Secret victory.
And he was. Everybody on Secret played amazing that game. Even the creativity in their picks. They opened with a Pudge in game 1, did something a little different,